Alright, so in this video we're covering how to optimize your ads in Bing. So from my last video you probably noticed I was using AdWords, but in this video we're just going to be carrying on with Bing. I managed to get an account up and running. I just used a custom domain and it worked fine. So what we're covering in this video is how to optimize your campaigns. So this is not on one of my personal accounts, this is just a testing ground I'm going to use for the videos, because obviously I don't want to give away what I'm doing, but I'm covering the exact same ways that I optimize my ads. We're going to cover a couple ways to couple techniques you can use to look at your ads after they've been running for a little while. So this is completely different, or it's a bit different than Facebook ads, because obviously with search campaigns we're targeting buyers. With Facebook ads, we're just running ads passively. So when it comes to Bing and AdWords, essentially there's different columns we can add to track different metrics. So starting with the let me just bring up this notepad. So if you want, what you can do is to get this whole process, you can just join our group here, and I've posted in the file section if you want to download it. So this is our CPA group. So if you want the whole process, you can just download it from there. But essentially, all right. So the step one. So obviously, most people are doing a Peerfly and just CPA offers. So so essentially, make sure you have analytics installed with your AdWords. So all you got to do is link AdWords with analytics, and that's going to be pretty easy for you. And also, so once you've started your campaign, and you've gotten some data, that's when you start the optimization process. So obviously you don't start it before you start campaigns. So you get a campaign running, you wait till you get about 100 clicks, maybe 50 to 100 clicks, and then you can start this process. Okay, so when you're making the ad, make sure that you rotate them indefinitely. All right. So this is like a cheaper form of split testing through Bing Ads, and essentially what it does is it just makes sure that you get equal impressions when you're making your ads, and that just makes it a lot easier for you for when you're when you're trying to decide which one you want to go with and what you don't want to go with. Yeah, just ignore the my typos. I'm just gonna make it as test.com. I have no idea if this is gonna work. So go to the next step. All right, so when you're optimizing, all right, and the second step that you want to follow is making sure that all your ads are always approved. So don't be spending a whole lot of time trying to get your ads approved. Building your ad before actually getting it approved, because you never know if it's going to get approved, especially in CPA, because you're running offers to like traffic to offers that Bing doesn't always like. So they're not always going to approve your offer. Your campaigns. So you got to be careful. And to get your landing pages up, make sure you just watch this video. And essentially, what I made was essentially what you got to do is just you got to use an iframe. And what I might do is I'll post a file here on how to actually build the iframe for your landing page, because I updated my descriptions there. I used to have a link, but I updated my description. So essentially what you do is for the landing pages, I'm just going to write at the bottom here, you just use an iframe. What that does for you is it kind of hides the offer from Bing, so that you can include it within your website. So if you want to get more details on that, just watch this video. It's a 15-minute video covering how to make it. So I'm not going to cover in this video. It's all about optimizing the ads. So I'm not going to cover this again, but so just watch that again if you want to get details on how to build a landing page for your website, for the offer. All right, and then the next step is don't start campaigns on Friday, because because regarding like the routines and stuff, most the data that you get if you start a campaign on Friday might not be the same if you started on Monday, because you're going towards the weekend as opposed to a weekday. So just try and start your campaigns on Monday, and between Monday and Thursday, as opposed to like Friday or like Saturday evening, because the traffic is not going to be as good sometimes, or it's just not going to be as reliable. I mean, you can try it out and see what happens, but it's just what I recommend. Okay, and all right. So if you're noticing on your ads that you're not getting the clicks that you want, or your CTRs are bad, that's your click through rate. In fact, I'm just gonna go back actually and just talk through the main metrics that you have to know when you're trying to optimize your ads. So these are, as you can see here, these are the main metrics you need to know. So you start off with the average position, which just shows which position you're actually ranking in on Google. I mean, for Bing Finance. So make sure you're always checking this number. All right. So how do you optimize for that number? Let's just cover that now, and how you optimize for this number. It's quite simple. It's a new method for Bing ads, because it's quite new to show you this, but on AdWords it's been around for a very long time. So it's essentially what you look at is impression share. So there's two ways to do this: for the budget, for the ad spend, and I think there's one more, but I'm gonna show you how to add it in now. So most people, they just got it like they got the columns set up like that, but what you want to do is come over here, click on modify columns, and see, as you can see here, the share of voice was essentially impression share, IS. And what that means is, that's just like lost your budget. That just means how many impressions you lost because your budget was too low. So if you add this into your column here, you can actually see where you can improve. So as you can see here, you lost impressions because of bid. You're losing impressions due to CTR. You're losing impressions due to ad relevance and rank. So these are all reasons why you could be losing impressions. So some people, they wonder why not they're getting impressions. Well, if you can actually add these to your columns, you can actually get a deeper understanding of why you're losing impressions. And for example, if you get 5,000 impressions lost because of budget, then all you gotta do is increase your budget, right? Or for example, if it's because of CTR, then it's because your ad copy is not good enough, because people are not actually clicking through to your ad. And so this is one thing you want to do when you're optimizing ads. Actually, just even when you're starting out, you want to add this to your columns. So where do I save this? I'm not running. Yeah, I've added my card, but I'm still, you gotta add funds to it as well. But oh yeah, so all we do is just apply that, and now boom, let's see it. Now we got a whole lot more details over there, instead of just having all this here. Okay. So these are a few more ways you can actually improve your impression share. Make sure you actually get impressions, and you can optimize accordingly if you know these numbers. So this is actually one of the this is within the campaign ad group level. and that's where you start looking. So this is the search loss is rank. That's the exact same thing. Impression share loss due to rank. All right, so let me just take a look at this. I'm just gonna take a look at this one. Let's see. Click through here. Delivery. Alright, so it's not showing my delivery methods. Alright, no worries. Anyway, okay, so as I was speaking about before at the beginning of the video, when I said you need at least 100, 200 clicks. So this is just reaching your statistical significance. So this is what you got to do before you actually, make big conclusions. You don't want to get 5 clicks and then decide to kill the campaign. So you want to wait till about 100, 200 clicks before actually killing a campaign, and that's how you're basically testing it. So if you can use the metrics I showed you before, and you can track your analytics, rotate your ads indefinitely, always make sure your ads are improved, and then you can use all those metrics together, you should be able to really maximize the output you get out of your ads. So these are only a couple ways. I won't be able to cover all of them in this video, so you can read through yourself to see what's more relevant to you. So as for devices, you can actually choose what devices you want your ads to be shown on. So just check where your traffic is coming from, and that way you can see where you're doing good or bad, or if you're paying more for certain sources. All right. Okay, so now we've covered ad level, campaign level, and the technical level. Now what we're going to look at now, this is the keyword level. And so at the keyword level, we want to check the click-through rates on the particular keywords. So once you have your list of keywords, you can just come over here and onto the keywords, and you'll see your clicks, your CTRs, ad spend, whatever, all that stuff. And what you can do is, let me just click through here. Just try and I mean, if you're getting super low CTR, then one of the things you can do is add negative keywords. Yeah, so what you can do is add negative keywords. That's if you're getting bad, super low CTR. If they're very low, you should probably remove them, depending on how it compares to other ones. So for example, if you've got like a 2% CTR on one and a 1% on another, compare it to like how many impressions each of them got, and then make a decision on whether you want to remove it or not. All right, and for the last thing, what you want to check is you always want to be checking which keywords you're spending the most on. And so yeah, so as a rowhead, if you notice that your cost per your CPA is higher than your target CPA, you gotta consider reducing the bids of the keywords. If they're less than average position of 1 or 2 by 25%. So you just look over here. If they're getting average position of 1 or 2, so and they're your highest spending keywords, you probably just want to reduce your bid by like 20 and 25%. So that's if you're spending more than you're wanting to spend. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's not too difficult when you're coming to actually optimize your ads. You just gotta make sure you follow this process. You start out with the technical level, you move to the campaign ad group level, then the ad level, then the keyword level. So if you do it in that process, and you just gotta follow this process, to be honest, it's pretty simple, and you should be okay. Alright, so I actually did a poll. I asked if someone wanted campaign optimization video, keyword videos, or what was the last one? Or creating ads. So the next few videos are going to be about keywords and creating ads, actually making ads, because I didn't actually go through ads in this video. I just stayed towards tips you can use to optimize your ads. So just make sure to join the group. If you join today, I'll probably accept you. Otherwise, it might take a little while to get accepted. And then what happens when you join the group is you'll get access to these files, and you'll also get private training videos because you'll be subscribed to the email list. So that's all good. And then also just make sure you follow my Instagram account. This is just for if you want to get future updates, and if you got Instagram, just follow me on Instagram. And I've got a Facebook page as well if you want to send a direct message for any questions, but you can post your questions there, I'll reply on there. So far that's all there is for this video. Next one's going to be about keywords, and the creating ads. So stay tuned.